This has been an awesome week of ice cream week this year. And today is no different because it is a delicious, really unique blueberry lavender ice cream. That's right. Who doesn't love blueberries? Who doesn't love the smell of lavender? Infuse them together into an ice cream and you are at a home run. This whole year, I have been infusing all my ice creams with fruit and herbs. Herbs can take on a completely different life for an ice cream. They really wake up the flavors. Lavender isn't a normal herb you necessarily usually put in an herb garden because it a lot of times is perennial, but it has that beautiful scent and aroma. So it's really fun to use it in new ways in baking, especially when it comes to an ice cream. To make this ice cream, you start with the same base that I use for all my ice creams. Once you have the perfect base that you love, which I do, so you need to look no further, you can make any ice cream you want, just flavor it in different ways. To start, in a 4-quart kettle, put some whole milk and some heavy cream. Yeah, you want both. For the fruit, I am not just putting chunks of the fruit in my ice cream. Sometimes I don't like when you get those big pieces of like frozen fruit in your ice cream. Instead, I'm pureeing them and then freezing them. That way you infuse that whole ice cream with the flavor and it's still creamy and delicious, and you get a gorgeous color. If blueberries aren't in season, just take some frozen ones, thaw them out, and then blend them up like I'm doing. Once you get a really smooth puree, just pour that right into your milk and cream mixture. Add some sugar, a little bit of corn syrup. Yeah, it's needed, look it up, it's important. And some salt. Whisk that together till it's smooth. I mean, seriously, you guys, do you see that color? Yeah, I know. You're like, hello. Put it on the stove over medium heat, and then you can get your slurry ready. My ice creams are not thickened with eggs. No, instead they are thickened with a slurry. Whisk together a little bit of milk. Usually I would use cornstarch, but I have been transformed and just excited by clear gel or Mira-Cleer. Same thing, it's a little bit harder to find, but it makes a thicker, denser ice cream in the end. Set it by the stove until you're ready to use it. Once your milk mixture has come to a boil, pull it off the heat and slowly whisk in that slurry. Once you've whisked it in, put it back over the heat and let it come back to a boil. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but when it's at a full boil all throughout that milk mixture, you know you're activating the thickener, which is important. Once it's boiling, pull it off the heat and then just finish it off. This one couldn't be easier. A little bit of vanilla, because every ice cream just needs some vanilla. It just rounds out the ice cream flavor and just ice creamness of the ice cream. And then pour in your dried lavender. Make sure to buy food grade dried lavender. You don't want to use one of those sachets that you're gonna put into your drawer. I've never actually put them in, but I've seen them. That is not what you want to use because who knows what that was treated with. Food grade. Let that steep for about 20 to 30 minutes just to infuse the flavors together. Strain it out into a container and then put it right into your fridge. You make sure it's well chilled if you're gonna use any normal countertop ice cream maker. After that's chilled for at least 8 hours, you are ready to make ice cream. Pour the ice cream base right into your freezer. Mine is a canister that goes in the freezer, I pull it out, it goes in my KitchenAid, and it churns. It's so easy and I don't have to have an extra machine. Bonus. After about 20-25 minutes, you have delicious, soft serve style, creamy ice cream. It's honestly like, let's just be real for a minute. It is so hard not to just eat this all out of the container. I know that sounds like, yeah, sure, Caleb, you probably, yeah, whatever. No, like seriously, you guys, I really have, and it's kind of sad, but it's just so good. Pour it into a container if there's any left, and then freeze it for another 4 hours. Then you're gonna have a little bit harder and more scoopable ice cream. At that point, you can just scoop it up and serve it. If you have friends over, it's gonna last about 2 seconds because you're gonna get the blueberry flavors, the delicious color that just really pulls you in and makes you wanna eat it. And then that slight hint of lavender where everyone's gonna be like, whoa. And you're gonna be like, yeah, you're welcome. If you agree and wanna make sure to make this ice cream and see more awesome recipes, go to wiseguide.com. For this recipe, check out the description box. And guys, until next year on Ice Cream Week, have an awesome ice cream filled day.